Hey there guys, this is JauntyM back with another video. We are trying to do this mission called Die Robot. Let's try to see what happens. I don't think I'd be able to finish this one in the same video. It's gonna be a couple of parts because it's kinda long, so you gotta stick with me. But this is the kind of thing that we are trying to do right now because it's really important. You gotta do a lot of running in the videos or in the game, I would say. There has to be some kind of a faster mode of travel, but I guess this kind of game does not require that. I mean, you have such technology. I mean, you can travel space, travel to oblivion, and you just don't have any faster mode of travel. That's like, again, that's a very bleak concept. Anyway, we got the robot that we have to get, so let's try to get that. Right now we have to go back to Ludwig. I guess I have some extra skill points as well that I can utilize right now to do some upgrades. Very important. The suit that you get once you come out of the cryo sleep, that's amazing. They call it hibernation in this game, but it's the same concept as cryo sleep that we saw in Fallout 4 as well. In Fallout 76 they don't really specify what happened, even though it's going to be the same thing that happened in that one as well. I know why the skill points are still available, even though I have utilized them. Okay, I still need to apply the settings. Okay, we got it. Still trying to learn the user interface. It's kind of confusing at the moment. Obviously it is. It's a new game for me. So I just need to make sure that I'm good with everything. I'm trying to jump around and see if that makes any difference or not. There you go, we are almost at Ludwig. Let's see what he has to say now. I just hope that he gives us some good amount of cash or something special that we can use after the end of this mission.
You beat that scout to scrap with its own legs? Pulled its optic cables out its head case? Actually, don't tell me. Rather use my imagination. You're a passing fair soldier, I will confess. But you are one, and the enemy is legion. What you need is an equalizer, a weapon to strike fear in their cold, mechanical hearts. Cantina, lavatory, behind one of the toilets. That's where I've kept it hidden all these years. Sharp, ain't it? The lavatory is the very last place a mechanical has need to enter. On the double, soldier. Don't want the bartender poking around in there with a mop.
The loading screens are kind of, stupid. You have to wait a lot. I cut them off in the middle, but still,
Read the latest report.
you have to wait a lot.
We ain't making our quotas.
Alright, it's probably in the... I know what it is with Fallout games, that people save stuff under the toilet. Alright, so it looks like a very nice gun. Let's try to utilize that. Not a lot of ammo. Guess I'll find that on my way. Alright, so I guess we have to make another excursion towards Ludwig. It's like you don't really have any cell phones, you can just talk it over, guys. I have to walk over the same person again and again. It's kind of confusing. Alright, this time he's outside the cabin, he's not standing inside.
Bring us honor, soldier. Feast your eyes, soldier. This here's a genuine Spacer's Choice injury customizing unit, designed to deliver a lethal blast of electrical discharge. I call it the Hand of the Law. You ever want to see a mechanical flailing around like a grounded fish? You stick a couple thousand volts in its guts. With compliments from old Ludwig. Fun. This ain't some quarterly performance review, soldier. Ours is a grave and sacred duty. Time's come for you to journey down into the black heart of the enemy's camp. I'm talking about the old geothermal plant. Unfortunately, the old plant lies outside my board-given jurisdiction. You'll need to get a passcode from the boss, Reed Thompson. I need you to get us the brain of a mechanical. Well, not exactly a brain. Anatomically speaking, what we're looking for is a logic module. There's the rub. If a mechanical breaks down, the logic module fries. So you can't rip one out of its corpse. You're gonna have to find an intact model somehow. Don't tell anyone, all right? I've got a contact. A real expert in the inner workings of the automaton. We are gonna rip those mechanical secrets right out of their circuits. Well, excuse me. What I meant was I'm going to get a contact. Didn't know I had to be all prissy about my grammar around you. If you die horribly, I will pour out a can of 0G to your memory.
Alright, finally the long conversation is over. I've got a weapon modification. I'll try to install it later. Try to check that out. I think I have to do that on the workstation.
I'll just be a minute.
So I'll just check that out later. Saltuna. That is a good name. Alright, let's see whom we have to meet down here. Probably have to climb. You know, the climbing animation on the ladders and stuff, it's not really good in the game. It's just so. Kind of looks unnatural to me. I'm just roaming about. I'm not able to find it. Okay, we have to go up there. Alright, there's an elevator.
The grease monkey, Argo?
I'm sorry, Mr. Tops.
Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself. You were saying, Miss Holcomb.
It's just what Bess needs is a proper refurbish. I can bandage her up and what all, but she's just old. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'll do better.
And I do wish you'd stop referring to our cannery as Bess. Personification of company property is strictly contrary to the Spacer's Choice Code of Conduct. My apologies. I am not in the habit of allowing my guests to witness such a row. Now, what can I do for you? I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform. Yes, so it dawns on me. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process. There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way. I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town. Adelaide's older than the other deserters. She's dignified, kindly. From what I understand, her camp looks to her for leadership. That reason was me. I asked too much and pushed too hard. But I am ready to make amends if they are willing to return to the fold. We belong to one community, the Spacer's Choice family. If we dissolve into factions, then we will all perish separately. Adelaide will understand that.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you. You will need need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
Alright, so we can have a new companion now. This is a good thing. I was kind of getting lonely here. So we've got PARVATI. I know how to say her name though.
We better clear out of Mr. Thompson's office.
And
before we
she's
talk.
magically going to be in the elevator. She was just standing outside though.
Hey, mister, can we talk? Sorry. Can we talk? Sorry. You just want to get out of here.
Alright,
And you
let's
likely
try to
don't want
talk
to
with
tag
her.
along like me. It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale. To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left. I don't know anybody well. I mostly listen to them talk, kept my head down. There was a boy named Thomas who used to follow me around, asking questions about the stuff I fixed. He was real sweet to me. Not any sort of dissident. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. It don't seem right to me, mister. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is. The mission's on the east side of town. You can't miss it, on account of it being the only clean thing. Thanks, mister. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say anyways.
Alright, so that gives us a different perspective regarding what we have to do in the mission. I'm kind of confused at the moment because previously it was just like a straightforward thing that we have to do what Reed said, but now I'm getting other ideas. Maybe I have to look and investigate what we have to do, so I'll try to do that. Not a problem, I'll just do it. And again, we have to run a lot. So I can see the companion on the left side as well, top screen. I can see her health bar. I'm gonna get her some better guns once I get some better guns, because right now I just have pistol. I'm sure we will get some once we try to loot some people here. Alright, geothermal power plant.
Incoming!
Alright, so there's some electrical fence here. I think we have to go around. Oops, there are some robots trying to attack us. Yeah, I don't think I can go from this side. Let's try to take it out. It's gonna take a lot of bullets. Alright, there's another one. And I'm definitely out of bullets now. Oops. I think I'll have to make a run for it for now. Let's gather some more ammo first. And gather some more health. PARVATI's down. I'm not too sure if I have to revive her or she will come around later. I need to have a good melee weapon because this is just not cutting it. Maybe we can go the other side. Whoa. That's some kind of a snake-ish animal. Or at least one of them is down. I just have 9 more bullets to go. And there you go, we're dead. Let's try to make a pass. Let's just leave them here and get back. I think that is the only way. Nah, I don't think this door is gonna open. I think it's gonna be the same way. I just have to get some more weapons before a flawed tutorial. Robophobia, alright. Okay, so things decrease, like some abilities would decrease as well if I'm facing a robot. That is good to know, I guess.
Not a peep from me.
Oops.
Search concluded. No visitors.
Alright, somehow everybody, she has regained her strength now. And I'm trying to do some stealth here. Instead of trying to take them on, I'm trying to, get past them. Because obviously I don't really have any weapons anymore. I'm out of all the bullets. So let's try to go
System.
inside that door
Patrol initiated.
Here they come!
without having to trigger anything. Let's do it.
And said to talk with Miss McDevitt.
Yeah, somebody did fire at me, so. Yeah. That was something. Well, there's a lot of blood on the floor, and it seems all the humans, they're dead. I mean, I don't see any humans that are alive so far. So there's definitely something happening with the robots. I mean, they're trying to protect the place, and I don't know what happened because there has to be some humans here. Let's try to find out. Alright, so the facility was under lockdown. The mechanicals, they're trying to take over. So that was the problem. More and more guards are being replaced by auto mechanicals, and they're like taking over. Alright, so in the end what happened was that the robots went bad somehow, and they lost control of the facility. Nobody even tried to come back and take down the robots. And that Reed person, he sends us into this danger zone without even telling us that they were robots. So he's definitely somebody who's not really good. I'm gonna take some revenge out of him as well. I mean, you're sending us here and you're not even telling us that this kind of thing can happen to us. I mean, we're stuck right now. I think I'll have to kill the robot there. Yeah, robot, keep on shooting at her so I can take you down. Yeah, she's got a hammer. I need that kind of a hammer though.
Processing.
Here they come!
Alright, something happened. This is good progress. At least we got one thing out of the way. Let's let her take them out. I'm gonna make a run for it. Guess we have to go down. To go down. There has to be some ladder or some kind.
You're not real.
There's not. I think there were some stairs there. Now let's go down. Get to the stairs. Obviously there's so many robots, so I cannot really take them out all at once. I could just try to run and keep on running. Alright, this is another place. Looks abandoned. Some kind of a control station there. Oops, another robot. I think I can take him out, so let's try to make a run for it. Why do people don't keep any bullets on them once they're dead? Alright, another area opened. Alright, there's a gun. Let's try to use that. I'm really low on power. Alright, so what happened was I died there, and I took the time to collect some more ammo and weapons, and now I'm back in the same area. So let's try to get through this. I'm just trying to find the place where we have to go. So I'll come back in the next video, share the next part with you. By that time you just have to stick around, see what happens.
3 switches. That'll be easy enough. Something you need?